DMZ for Demilitarized Zone originates from the buffer zone established between North Korea and South Korea following the armistice signed at the end of the Korean War. The principle is to have an area without troops and heavy weaponry. In computer science, the DMZ is an isolated subnet that separates the local network, or LAN, from a network considered less secure, such as the Internet. This separation is achieved through a firewall. The DMZ precisely hosts machines from the internal network that need to be accessible from the outside. This is particularly the case when providing a service to users on the Internet, such as web servers, mail servers, proxies, reverse proxies, public FTP servers, DNS, VoIP, etc. The DMZ acts as a buffer zone between the network to be protected and a hostile network. Servers in LAN are never directly exposed to the Internet. Conversely, external entities never have direct access to LAN resources. Everything must first transit through the DMZ. It is crucial to implement strict access control policies to regulate which devices and users are allowed to interact with the DMZ. Let's see how it works with an example. From my local network, if I want to access a web page, my request will pass through the proxy, which will then transmit the request to the server on the Internet. In terms of security, this also means that in the event of compromise of a service in the DMZ, the intruder will only have access to the machines in the DMZ and not the local network. Note that it is also entirely possible to set up internal DMZs to compartmentalize the internal network according to different levels of protection. For example, a LAN with sensitive and confidential data and a LAN with non-sensitive data. There are several ways to design a network with a DMZ. The first method is to use a single firewall with 3 network interfaces to create. The external network is formed on the first interface between the Internet service provider and the firewall. The internal network is formed from the second network interface and the demilitarized zone from the third interface. Various firewall rules control traffic between the Internet and the DMZ, and between the LAN and the DMZ. The main drawback of this architecture is that if this single firewall is compromised, the entire architecture collapses. A more secure architecture involves simply using 2 firewalls to create a DMZ. The first only allows traffic to pass to the DMZ. The second only permits traffic between the DMZ and the internal network. This configuration is considered more secure since an intruder would have to compromise 2 machines to access the LAN. To delve deeper into this topic, I strongly recommend checking out my video on firewalls. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on my latest content. See you soon.